as Gavin Newsom continues to play duck and dodge, trying to shed any type of personal responsibility for the poor response and poor handling of the fires that have swept through the Los Angeles area, burning entire towns like Palisades to the ground. Mad Maxine Waters has an assessment as to why this happened.
It can also be seen that you don't want to talk about the politics because it's on your party, because the mayor and the governor are Democrats who arguably should have had the people in Altadena better prepared for this. They should have the resources more available so they don't need me to put them up because the state has been doing the work. And that if they've been preparing the situations for wildfires like they were made aware of, instead of cutting deals with PG&E and insurance companies, they would have prepared the state. That is not unfair criticism.
Services cost money, and we should be willing to get the richest people in this country, the richest 1% that is protected, make sure they pay their fair taxes so that we can have the money to provide the services.
Really? You didn't pay enough in taxes. Oh, I want to hear from the people of California on this one.
Let's get ready to rumble! You can't handle the truth. Somebody with a job of the line.
Hi, I'm Pastor Marty. Welcome to the Afternoon Drive. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Once you are, smack the bell, click the word all. That will give you notification of my rants, my ravings, my undeniably flawless reasonings. Please like and share this video. It's the only way that we get the word out that we're here. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the Afternoon Drive. California, the highest taxed state in the nation. I promise you, wherever you live, where the cost of living may even be high, and I'm even looking at places like New York. You look at California, I promise you, it's higher. They pay the most for groceries. They pay the most for rent, for mortgages, for gasoline. It costs the most to live in California. And yet, Mad Max is saying, no. We can't provide these services because we don't have enough tax revenue. Wait, what? What? And then wants the richest Americans, and she didn't say the richest Californians. She said the richest American. Listen to it again.
Services cost money, and we should be willing to get the richest people in this country, the richest 1% that is protected, make sure they pay their fair taxes so that we can have the money to provide the services.
Is she implying the rest of America should chip in and pay for California? Yeah, I'm telling you she is. It doesn't matter to her. Apparently facts are lost on Mad Max. Must be that James Brown wig she's wearing is too tight and it cuts off the oxygen to her brain so she can't think clearly. Apparently it's just lost on her that the mayor of Los Angeles took $17 million that was budgeted for the fire department, and they've used it on all kinds of things. The Gay Men's Choir of Los Angeles, on some, I read somewhere $250,000 on a trans cafe. What is a trans cafe? Is that a coffee shop for trans people? And why is the government paying for that? Why is the government paying for the Gay Men's Choir of Los Angeles? Why is that not privately funded? Why is that not sponsored by the people that buy tickets to go hear them sing? Why is that being subsidized by the taxpayer? And we know where a vast majority of that money went. Now, the mayor's acknowledged that some of it went to solve the homeless problem. Have they solved the homeless problem in Los Angeles? No. But I read where the directors and the people that oversee these not-for-profit charities that work with the homeless. Have you read some of the salaries these people get? $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year to oversee a not-for-profit charity to help the homeless. What are they doing with helping the homeless other than giving them clean hypodermic needles so they can continue their life of drugs and debauchery, which put them on the sidewalk to begin with? This is California. Hey, you want to know what a Kamala presidency would have looked like? Take a look at California as it burns to the ground and realize that within a year of Camilla thinks she's a hottie Harris, that would have been the United States. I read on Facebook on a page I'm a member of, somebody posted, a year from now, when gas prices are still high and groceries are still high, some of us are going to remind you that sold us out to this felon. This is all your fault. Well, a year from now, when it is affordable to buy groceries and buy gas and things have drastically improved, we're going to remind you that you did everything that you could to sell us out to the DEI VP. A woman who has earned nothing, accomplished zero. She has slept her way to the top. That's how she got to where she is. Don't get me ramped up on this one. She's more interested in making sure that there is transgender curriculum for kindergartners and first graders in the nation's public schools than she is actually making life affordable for you, closing the border, and getting things under control. It's so bad, Barack Obama sat and talked to Donald Trump at Jimmy Carter's funeral, and he didn't talk to Camilla, thinks she's a hottie Harris. I just saw an article. She is not allowing J.D. Vance and his wife to come to the VP house at the Naval Yard to walk through the house so they can kind of get a feel for what the house looks like and the layout. She's denied them access. If this was flipped, if this was a Republican VP telling the incoming Democrat VP, no, you can't look at the house, CNN, PMSNBC, Joy Reid, Sonny Holstein would have been livid. They would have been all over talking about, Republicans just have no class about anything, can't even let them do a walk through the house just so they can get a kind of feel, as they get ready to make this major transition in their life to move there and live there. And Kamala does it, not a peep, not a peep, not a peep. But hey, Sonny Holstein yesterday on The View said, Gavin Newsom has done a great job. Whoopi Goldberg said Gavin Newsom's done a great job. The reservoirs have water. She purposely cut off the part where the NBC reporter went after him and said, no. The reservoirs that fed Palisades Park were empty. Gavin Newsom, I don't know about that. The state reservoirs got water. Sonny Holstein said, it's all stolen land. Stolen land. Hey, Sonny, here's an idea. Why don't you give up your house, your property, your multi-million-dollar mansions and properties that your husband got by frauding insurance companies and frauding his patients? Yeah, I know, you ride your moral high horse that you won't vote for a felon, but apparently you'll marry one and spread your legs for a felon. Pastor Marty, you're being rather direct today. Yeah. God's not bothered by the truth. In fact, I'm pretty sure I read a verse somewhere that says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. I'm pretty sure the Bible says something to the effect of, truth crushed to earth will rise again. The truth, the knowledge of the truth, will set you free. God's not scared of the truth. And sometimes the truth is ugly, it's painful, it's in your face, and it lacks a little tact, but it's true. And these pimps in the Democrat Party prostituting the country for their own personal gain, i.e. Nancy Botox Pelosi and her insider trading, care nothing about the actual American people, want to vilify Donald Trump, call him a fascist, call MAGA people fascist, and they want to be able to be in power so they can ramrod this woke culture, Marxist bullhawk down our throat, but haven't got a clue how to actually make the cities, the states, and the country work. And I have had it up to here, and I want them gone. You don't like Donald Trump? You don't like us? Get out. Get out, go away, don't come back. Did you see Ellen left and now she's back? England didn't want her either. Oh. Mad Max. Got to have more taxes. You had a candidate, Kamala Harris, the most competent woman of color to ever serve and run for the highest office in the nation. In 90 days, burn through $1.6 billion with a B dollars and doesn't really know where it all went. Democrats are constantly talking about this program, that program, and having to kick funding into it. And Joe Biden with his so-called Bidenomic economic recovery to get us out of the recession, to get us back on our feet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, pumped billions of funny money into our economy, which caused and created the inflation. They have no idea where the money went, what it was used for. Not a clue. Not a clue. State of California spends hundreds of millions on solving the homeless problem. Does it look solved to you? Yet no accountability. Nobody says, hey, what are you actually doing with the money? Let's see an accounting of this. No. Foolish Californians just keep voting for this over and over. I said it yesterday. I've had it up to here. You guys voted for this. I don't care if your state burns to the ground, and I'm serious about that. You voted for this. You picked this. But Mad Max insinuating that the rest of the rich people in the country have got to pay for California, bull hawk. This is how they think. And some of you actually want to vote for them and keep them in power? Really? Ask some of the Democrats who live in California right now, who have had their homes burned to the ground and are getting zero direction and zero help. Ask them if they want to rethink their vote. And if they don't, they're even dumber than I thought.